When you talk about a team like the Lions, the first thing that comes to mind, aside from just Calvin Johnson, is pass rush. Those guys are absolutely ruthless up front. Led by a pulverizing defensive tackle in Ndamukong Suh, they've also got Ziggy Ansah on the outside, who's had 6.5 sacks this season and continues to live up to the promise that he showed just a few years ago in the pre-draft process. Coupled with the fact that the Bucs continue to struggle in protecting the quarterback and left tackle Anthony Collins missed practice with an elbow injury, this offensive line could be in for another long day.
I mean, they got a lot of really high draft picks on their defensive line that play really hard, and from the time the ball snapped to the time the whistle's blown, and they get around the ball, get around whoever has the ball. They're always around it, and they play hard. They play like 8 defensive linemen. They got a big rotation, so they're making sure that every guy's in there, getting snaps and going fast. You play those teams; they're always faster on the turf than they are, on the grass kind of deal. But, it's one of those things. There's going to be a big initial surge of energy and, that kind of stuff. And you got to ride it and, make sure that you sustain and, maybe get points, do something, to kind of get them out of it and to kind of get the, momentum rolling on your side.
This Lions front four is so stout against the run. They're actually giving up the fewest yards of any team in the league. And in fact, those 60-plus yards a game, well, that's only rivaled by the 2010 Pittsburgh Steelers, so historic lows there. They're also giving up the fewest points of any team in the league on defense.
We saw some signs of life in the run game this past week, but this week against this team, I mean, they're putting up historic numbers on defense as far as against the run. They're allowing something like 60 rushing yards per game. You guys expecting a lot more, having to take a lot more shots downfield?
You know what? We like the challenge. You know what I mean? If anything, why not us? You know what I mean? We have great backs. We think that we have a good game plan. So we're going to keep our same game plan as far as trying to be balanced. Run the ball, pass the ball, and take advantage of what they're giving us. We will take our shots, be aggressive, but we don't want to be kind of one-dimensional. So hats off to them for the success so far, but we're going to go in there and try to run the ball as well.